Imagine possessing ultimate power and freedom, yet facing endless threats, wars, disease, and betrayal. Paradoxical, right? Such was the life of Marcus Aurelius, an emperor who, despite his vast authority, faced challenges that would make anyone feel vulnerable. Today on Beacon of Ancient Insights, I'll reveal how Marcus found in Stoicism a profound solution to life's discontent, a philosophy that has impacted not only his life but mine as well. Before we begin, a heartfelt thank you to each of you. Your support unites us in exploring ancient wisdom that can enrich our lives today. Together, let's uncover how the strength of an emperor can inspire us. Now, as we continue, consider the choice of silence in certain situations. Silence may feel delicate, but it's not a sign of defeat. So how do we transform perceived rejection into strength? By the end of this video, you'll gain practical ways to turn indifference into empowerment, using reverse psychology to encourage others to rethink their responses. Lastly, if this content resonates, please like and subscribe. This small action greatly impacts Beacon of Ancient Insights by helping our content reach others seeking inspiration. Thank you for being here. 1. Power of rejection. First, remember to overlook those who attempt to devalue you. When faced with coldness or indifference, don't let it unnerve you. Rise above such circumstances. Ignoring someone who dismisses you isn't about arrogance, it's about self-respect. Picture someone considering your time unworthy. It's not you who loses in this scenario. By choosing not to engage, you affirm your own value, holding up a mirror that reflects that their behavior does not define you. How then do we maintain this approach without allowing bitterness to seep in? The solution is straightforward. Focus on your life, your goals, and your joy. Dedicate your energy to enriching pursuits, whether it's reading, sports, learning a new skill, or simply cherishing the company of those who value you. This isn't about seeking revenge, but redirecting your energy to what truly matters. Yes, there will be times when you're met with indifference. Instead of lingering on the rejection, let it fuel your personal growth. Build your self-worth, allowing the indifference of others to dissolve in your empowerment. You're not just resisting rejection, you're flourishing despite it. This commitment to self-development is a testament to emotional maturity, revealing your inner resilience. Remember, your worth isn't diminished by others' failure to recognize it. Stay grounded in who you are, letting your actions resonate louder than the silence of others. Choose thoughtful responses over impulsive reactions. To maintain dignity and self-respect amid challenging moments is to demonstrate strength, affirming your resilience in the face of indifference. 2. Free your mind from them. Liberate your mind from them. The art of detachment is a vital tool in your arsenal of strategies. By practicing detachment, you cultivate the ability to focus inward, nurturing your peace of mind and moving beyond those who do not recognize your value. Erase them from your thoughts. This doesn't mean denying or pretending rejection doesn't sting. It means transforming that experience into a source of growth. Begin by acknowledging the rejection and allowing yourself to feel its impact. Yet don't allow it to consume your mind. Like a seasoned sailor in rough waters, use the waves to push your journey forward, rather than allowing them to capsize your boat. Reframing rejection is essential for progress. See rejection not as a blockade, but as a guidepost directing you toward new paths and opportunities. Dedicate yourself to pursuits that enrich your essence and expand your horizons. Dive into challenging literature, engage in a sport that tests your limits, or contribute to community projects that offer fresh perspectives. These activities are not simply pastimes, they are opportunities for self-discovery and growth. Each new experience builds resilience and adaptability. Moreover, it's vital to nurture a circle of positive influences. Surround yourself with individuals who uplift and inspire you. Share aspirations, listen to theirs, and create an environment that cultivates mutual growth. Remember, rejection does not define your worth. It invites you to rediscover and reinvent yourself along the way. What may seem like painful rejection is often a nudge toward a more fulfilling path. 3. Resist impulsive emotional reactions. When facing rejection, a wave of emotions is natural, it's tempting to respond in frustration or sadness. However, Stoicism offers an alternative, a reflective, composed approach. This doesn't mean suppressing emotions, but learning not to be controlled by them. When ignored, resist seeking external validation or getting upset. Pause and ask yourself, why does this affect me? Often it's not the rejection but our own insecurities that hurt us. Practicality is key. If you're overlooked, take a deep breath and remind yourself that this moment does not define you. It is only a fleeting instance. Stoic wisdom encourages us to focus on our actions and responses rather than the behavior of others. Remain kind and courteous. If you choose to engage, do so genuinely and without expectation. This is not passivity but emotional mastery. Understand that your self-worth is not tied to others' approval. Your power lies in how you respond, not in how you are treated. While embracing this mindset may be challenging, it is profoundly transformative. By maintaining calm in the face of rejection, you aren't merely managing a difficult situation, you are growing. You learn that inner peace doesn't depend on external validation. This journey builds self-assurance, fostering a self-worth that stands on its own. By adopting this approach, you project true strength and resilience, which in itself is incredibly magnetic. People are naturally drawn to those who remain grounded, undisturbed by indifference. By staying composed, you not only face the situation with grace but thrive within it. You become someone who can handle rejection, using it as a catalyst for growth. This is Stoic wisdom, a path to inner fortitude and emotional equilibrium. 4. Demonstrate your value. This is a profound test of resilience. Treat each rejection not as a setback, but as an opportunity to reveal your strength and capability. When you find yourself overlooked in a meeting or passed over for a promotion, take a deep breath. Instead of succumbing to self-pity or resentment, channel that energy into positive, constructive actions. Take on a project that highlights your strengths or step up to lead in a new challenge. Remember, your worth isn't diminished by others' lack of acknowledgement. Rather, this is an opportunity to shine even brighter. Unaffected by the disregard, remind yourself of the proverb, when one door closes, another opens. This isn't mere consolation but a blueprint for action. Rejection does not define your intrinsic value. Instead, it may redirect you to where your talents and passions are truly needed. If you are passed over for a position, perhaps it's a cue to seek a role more aligned with your unique skills and aspirations. Use this experience to reassess and realign your strengths, seeking ways to maximize them. Now is the time to craft your own narrative of success, where each setback becomes the setting for a powerful comeback. This is not about pretending to be unaffected by disappointment. It's about acknowledging the full range of emotions and then moving forward with grace and resolve. Stoicism reminds us to focus on what lies within our control, our actions and reactions. In the face of rejection, practice empathy for yourself and others. The colleague who seems indifferent may be fighting battles of their own. Expanding your perspective in this way doesn't signal weakness but strength. Grow from these experiences. Affirm your worth. Reflect, learn, and like a phoenix, rise from the ashes of rejection, stronger and wiser. Rejection, then, is not the end of your story but a pivotal moment, one that drives you toward becoming the most resilient and authentic version of yourself. Face it with the wisdom of the ages and the vigor of youth, transforming your greatest fear into an ally for growth and success. 5. Reduce contact. When met with indifference or rejection, the impulse to mend the situation, to seek conversation or understanding is common. But this is the moment to change the dynamic and embrace silence. This is not about playing games, it's about reaffirming your autonomy by choosing not to flood the other person with messages or calls. Taking a step back is essential, and this pause benefits not only the other person but most importantly you. This silence is not passive, it is active and strategic. You aren't simply waiting, you're reflecting and growing. This is your time to redirect focus to your goals, passions, and personal life. Consider it a reset, a chance for clarity and empowerment. This interval of no contact is not coldness, it's the setting of a boundary for your mental tranquility. The message is clear: I respect myself too much to chase or beg for validation. This stance is both liberating and empowering. In a world that expects immediate responses, your silence is enigmatic, even magnetic, showing that you are composed with a life rich in interests and values that extend beyond this rejection. This isn't about inducing regret or drawing anyone back, but about demonstrating that you are grounded, focused, and independent of external approval. While this approach may not alter the behavior of others, it will transform you, making you more resilient, centered, and prepared for future challenges with balance and grace. Reducing contact is a practice of self-care and self-affirmation, guiding you to move forward in life with confidence and dignity. 6. Kindness with emotional distance. Demonstration of capability. The art of using rejection isn't merely about proving others wrong, it's about showing yourself what you're truly capable of. It's about turning a no into fuel for your own growth and transformation. When someone questions your competence in a particular field, see it as an invitation to hone that skill. The aim isn't to seek validation from others, but to transcend your own boundaries. Commit yourself to learning, practice diligently, and achieve a level of mastery you once thought out of reach. This isn't about flaunting your abilities to skeptics, but quietly and consistently building your competence and self-assurance. Let your actions speak louder than words. There's no need to announce your intentions or progress. Let the results stand as silent testament to your efforts. In this way, you don't merely exceed the expectations of others, more importantly, you surpass your own. With each stride forward, you affirm your capability and worth, independent of external opinions. True resilience lies here, not in the pursuit of others' approval, but in earning your own self-respect. If they see you as lacking creativity, embark on a project that reveals your innovation. If they perceive you as unreliable, let your steady actions redefine you. This quiet journey of self-improvement isn't a challenge to others' perceptions. It's a journey toward personal excellence. In altering the narrative others hold about you, you reshape your own sense of self. Proving them wrong is not about altering their views, but in transforming your self-image. Your path of self-improvement will not only surprise others, but also expand their understanding of your capabilities. It's about more than proving others wrong. It's about reimagining what it means to be true to yourself. On this path, the greatest reward is discovering that the most essential validation is the one you give yourself. 7. Explore and have fun. If life truly expands beyond our comfort zones, then seeking joy is more than a pastime, it's a strategic act of resilience in the face of rejection. When the instinct might be to retreat into bitterness, consider a radical shift. Counter that urge by actively seeking joy. This doesn't mean ignoring your emotions, it's about placing them in a fresh, enlivening context. Exploring a new hobby or rekindling an old passion becomes an act of resistance against the weight of rejection. As social beings, sharing experiences in challenging times holds immense value. Embrace your community, invite friends for a walk, collaborate on a creative project, or simply share a meal together. These moments do more than lift your mood, they reaffirm your place in the tapestry of human connections. Every shared laugh and exchanged story subtly reminds you that you are more than the sum of your setbacks. You are part of a greater narrative, one that flourishes in connection and collective resilience. Herein lies the magic of venturing into the unknown. Rejection may appear as a closed door, but it can, in fact, open countless others. Try a new cuisine, wander through an unexplored neighborhood, or join a workshop that pushes you outside your usual scope. These experiences are not distractions, they are expansions. Each new encounter adds depth to your character, fostering adaptability, empathy, and readiness for life's uncertainties. Remember, the objective isn't to erase the memory of rejection, but to grow from it, transforming each no into a step toward a richer, more vibrant life. 8. Develop your social status. Imagine being in a room where you feel overlooked or nearly invisible. Rather than feeling diminished, consider this moment a hidden opportunity. Stoic philosophy teaches us to turn rejection into a springboard for personal growth. Rather than seeking validation from others, focus on your own development and involvement within the community. This isn't about climbing the social ladder, it's about ascending your personal ladder of growth. Engage in activities like exercising, pursuing hobbies, or advancing in your career, not as routine tasks, but as tools for cultivating a stronger, more resilient self. Share your journey, not for recognition, but for the connections it may inspire. When speaking of your interests or achievements, see it as a chance to meet those with similar values. This is not a strategy to amass followers, but an authentic pursuit of meaningful connections. By engaging in volunteer work or networking, you enrich your life, not simply your resume, building a network of genuine relationships. This approach resonates with Stoic values, where personal growth and contribution to the greater good are deeply connected. When developing your social standing, let intention guide you. This is not a quest for popularity, but a commitment to becoming an improved version of yourself. Each step forward should contribute to personal growth and create a positive impact on the community. This shift in perspective is crucial. It's not about being noticed, but about observing, evolving, and uplifting others in the process. Adopting this Stoic mindset enables you to navigate the modern world effectively, turning rejection into a catalyst for transformation. Embrace each opportunity to build and strengthen your social presence in a way that authentically reflects your aspirations and values, creating meaningful impact within yourself and those around you. 9. Adopt reciprocal indifference. When ignored, a powerful response is simply to not react. This isn't about malice or coldness, it's about preserving inner peace. If someone chooses to ignore you, let them. Avoid expending energy on trying to attract their attention or initiate conversation. Instead, channel your focus toward more receptive interactions. In social settings, such as gatherings, this might mean finding someone who appreciates your presence and beginning a conversation with them. Recognize that your worth is not determined by someone else's attention. When interaction with this person is unavoidable, prioritize professionalism, keep exchanges brief, focused, and free of unnecessary personal detail. The goal isn't to win them over, but to maintain a respectful and detached stance. This approach minimizes drama and conveys, "I am here for what truly matters, not for superficial games." By staying focused on what's essential, you remain composed and resilient in the face of indifference. If the disregard continues, recognize the strength in stepping back. This isn't surrender, it's a strategic withdrawal. Acknowledge that your energy is more valuably invested in places, relationships, and activities that bring joy and personal growth. Choosing not to engage in an unequal exchange is not just distancing from a specific person, it's advancing toward richer opportunities, healthier interactions, and a calmer state of mind. Handling indifference in this manner is not a sign of failure, it is a testament to your inner strength and self-respect. Remember, in certain situations, silence and indifference can serve as the most powerful and dignified responses. This approach is a quiet declaration of independence and self-reliance. Practicing reciprocal indifference is not merely avoiding confrontation. It is positioning yourself as someone who values inner peace over the need for recognition or approval. This stance communicates confidence and a clear understanding of your priorities and boundaries. Acting as though they do not exist isn't a strategy of isolation, but a path to self-affirmation and personal empowerment. Take charge of your life, guided by the wisdom of history's greatest philosophers. Stoicism, even in the 21st century, offers a roadmap to resilience, well-being, and personal fulfillment. Transform challenges into victories, stress into strength, and uncertainty into clarity. Click the link in the pinned comment and begin your Stoic journey to a life of success and contentment. 10. Practice deliberate silence. Choosing silence over reaction is not about gaining an advantage, but preserving dignity. Stoicism teaches us to use silence not as a means of provocation or manipulation, but as a tool for self-reflection and emotional restraint. In moments when words could be misconstrued or fuel conflict, silence is a powerful way to maintain integrity and control. This silence becomes an opportunity to focus on personal growth rather than getting entangled in negative emotions or reactions. When someone ignores you and you respond with silence, use that silence as a period of introspection. It's a time to understand your feelings, analyze your thoughts, and seek clarity, not to punish the other person, but to protect your inner peace. Within this silence lies a profound opportunity for self-discovery. It's not about shutting yourself off from the world, but about opening up to self-awareness. Stoicism encourages us to use such moments to reflect on our virtues, values, and intentions toward others. It's a chance to ask, why does this affect me? What can I learn from this? How can I grow from here? This type of silence is constructive rather than isolating. It strengthens character and aligns our responses with our core principles. Thus, if you choose silence, let it be a mindful decision rooted in self-respect and wisdom. It's a refusal to engage in lower behaviors like manipulation, vengeance, or malice. Instead, it's an embrace of Stoic virtues of temperance and self-control. By choosing not to react, you're not simply avoiding the other person, you are connecting more deeply with yourself. This practice helps maintain composure, focus on personal growth, and embody the Stoic ideal of serenity in adversity. Let your silence resonate more profoundly than words could, and allow your inner peace to guide you forward. This deliberate silence is an act of self-affirmation, reminding you that you are your own best healer and guide. Even in the face of indifference, you can find strength and wisdom within to rise above, staying true to your values and principles. It's a practice that extends beyond the immediate situation, laying a foundation for growth and fulfillment. 11. Avoid begging for attention. In the face of indifference, Stoic philosophy advises us not to seek recognition, but to turn inward to our own value and independence. When someone disregards you, it's not a cue to intensify efforts to win their attention. On the contrary, it's a moment for introspection and reaffirming your own worth. Stoicism teaches that self-esteem shouldn't depend on the attention, or lack thereof, from others. It's about standing firmly in self-knowledge, recognizing that your value is absolute and non-negotiable. Dedicate yourself wholeheartedly to your passions and projects with a spirit of self-sufficiency. This isn't about proving something to make others realize what they're missing. It's about appreciating the value of what you offer. Engage in activities that genuinely fulfill you, and form connections with those who see and respect your worth. Cultivate a life you can be proud of, not out of passivity but out of a vibrant acceptance of your own existence. Invest so deeply in your growth and happiness that external validation becomes secondary. Rather than chasing fleeting attention, channel your energy into personal development. Build a life that brings you contentment, independent of others' opinions. Allow your self-confidence to be your guide, free from the need for attention. Let indifference be an opportunity to strengthen your resolve and deepen your understanding of your own value. You are the creator of your life, and each choice should reflect your intrinsic worth, not a desire for external validation. In choosing not to seek attention, you are practicing a profound form of self-empowerment. By valuing yourself more than any recognition from outside, you transform your self-perception and, in turn, influence how others perceive you. This authenticity and self-assurance have a far more profound impact than any effort to attract attention. Your path to self-improvement and personal fulfillment naturally radiates confidence, creating an effortless sense of attraction. This is the essence of Stoicism, the importance of relying on inner strength and self-worth, regardless of external circumstances. When faced with indifference, let your response be a powerful affirmation of your own value and autonomy. 12. Kindness with emotional distance. In the face of indifference, the most balanced response is kindness tempered with mindful emotional boundaries. This doesn't mean adopting a cold demeanor. Rather, it's a way to protect your inner calm. Though it's natural to feel hurt or frustrated when ignored, Stoicism encourages us to respond not with emotional upheaval, but with a serene heart. Offer a genuine smile, a polite greeting, or a simple good day without expecting anything in return. Let your kindness be sincere, with no expectation of reciprocity. Maintaining emotional distance is not about erecting barriers, but about setting healthy boundaries. Recognize that while you can control your actions, you cannot dictate how others will respond. This emotional distance is not weakness. It's a demonstration of strength and self-respect. It's a conscious choice to protect your emotional balance, regardless of others' actions. By being friendly yet reserved, You communicate that their indifference will not disrupt your inner peace. This approach does more than safeguard your emotional well-being. It also empowers you. Combining kindness with emotional detachment is a profound expression of Stoic wisdom. It allows for graceful interactions while preserving emotional integrity, a sign of both self-respect and respect for others, embodying maturity and insight. You face life's rejections not with bitterness or disappointment, but with a steady sense of serenity and dignity. In practicing this balance, you unlock a valuable insight. By holding onto your peace of mind and responding to the world with a calm heart, you not only strengthen your character but also affirm your worth in the most powerful way. Even in the presence of indifference, it's possible to maintain a tranquil spirit and a respectful heart towards yourself and others. By nurturing this attitude, life becomes not only more manageable but also profoundly enriching, marked by deep serenity and an unwavering respect for your own path and intrinsic worth. Embrace the strength that comes from within. As we journey through life's ups and downs, remember that each challenge is an opportunity to build resilience and deepen your self-awareness. Rejection and hardship are not setbacks but stepping stones guiding us toward growth. By practicing Stoic principles, we transform each experience into a pathway to inner peace and confidence. I'd love to hear how these lessons resonate with you. Please consider sharing your own stories of resilience, moments of insight, and even the challenges that shaped you. Your experiences enrich this community and inspire others to keep moving forward. Don't forget to subscribe, enable notifications, and join the conversation in the comments below. Together, we're building a space of strength and wisdom, learning to see each obstacle as an invitation to rise higher. Let's continue to walk this path of Stoic resilience with open hearts and unshakable resolve. Until next time, may you find calm in every storm and courage in every step. Stay strong and take care.